community leader, a person who's given a lot to the immediate community that she is working in, and truly being a sultan of the society. The person I have here and that I'm going to introduce to you today is Flora Parekh. She's the founder and president of Gift of Life USA. Welcome to the show, Flora.
Thank you, Vanki, and thank you, eBOX TV.
It's a pleasure having you here, and I'm really very excited to talk about what you've been doing in the society for the people. So, Gift of Life USA is a 501c3 organization for people with special needs. Is that right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, please tell us something about Gift of Life USA.
Absolutely. So, like you rightly said, we are a 501c3 nonprofit for special needs. We work with the physically and mentally challenged in the areas of health, education, social awareness. When we went ahead and launched this concept or this organization, we were in the community talking about it. And there usually seems to be a stigma, Venki, where you have somebody in your family who has any kind of a mental disorder or condition, and they could be looking for help. But either they have that little bit of a stigma as to, what will the society say when I go ahead and have this kind of conditions,
Right.
or they will not be open to go ahead, or sometimes, as a major fact, they wouldn't even know where to start with. And that is what the whole thing started driving us behind this. And obviously, a 501c3 status helps our donors and helps the people who support the organization also because they get tax exemption and they get tax benefits here in the United States.
Terrific.
So when we went ahead and worked with the physically and mentally challenged communities, apart from having the social awareness, we also identified that these individuals from their childhood through their adolescence, their journey that they go through, their everyday, their social life that they go through, and the challenges that they and the families that they face, apart from the social challenges and the challenges that come from the society, they have their own internal battles that uses a lot of their strength to go ahead and fight and to go ahead and get these conditions under control. So that is very, very important. The first important thing, your inner strength. The second thing is that, and you have to be extremely, extremely, extremely strong. And that comes from my personal experience. And this whole thing started with a special condition in my own family.
Okay, that's where my next question was.
Right.
In terms of how did you start this? Why did you start this? And was there any kind of a trigger that made you, say, okay, I'm going to start an organization to support these people who need special needs?
Absolutely. So we have been helping these people for a very long time. Now, when we went ahead and had a special condition in our own family, like my mom was diagnosed with, she was on the spectrum of the bipolar disorder. And we caught it at a very early stages. Now, there are a lot of challenges that we faced in terms of social acceptance. The family who she literally worked day and night for, who she cared a lot, they even shut the doors on her.
Oh.
It was, yes. And that kind of triggered to us that, there is nothing wrong with that. These are just conditions that need to be treated separately, specially, and differently. Just like how you would not behave the same like you behave to a child as you behave to an adult, right? There will be a difference in a little bit of situation handling and behaving.
Right.
The same thing with these people. You just have to understand what they need and what is that extra thing that you need
Be a little more patient.
Be a little more patient,
yeah.
be a little more warm, welcoming, be a little more social, and that. But again, the condition started at home, and we caught it. We were not shy. We spoke to people. We went ahead and told people about it because we needed help. This was the first condition in the entire family, so nobody had any experience with
And
it.
this was how many years back?
This was approximately 4 to 5 years back.
Okay, so not that far back. It's
No.
fairly recent.
Very, fairly recent.
And it was here in New York.
It was not in New York. It was back home in India.
India, okay.
They actually visited New York after the condition was identified also, so we could, I had a feel of a little bit of the condition as well. And it took a good 3 years to go ahead and get the situation under control.
Under control, okay.
There is medication that follows through life, but the situation can be under control. She's leading a perfectly normal life.
Thank God for
That's what triggered to us that we have to do something for these people, because number one, how can we not be socially acceptable? How can we not be have that awareness amongst the people? And we were not shy asking for help. We got timely help. We got the situation under control. We want others to do the same as well.
Sure. Yeah. Many families have situations like that, which they deal with on their own. But you dealt with it and then decided, okay, I dealt with it. I went through it. Now I'm going to, go out and help all the other people who may need this kind of help and support. And you decided to start this organization. So that itself shows, your person with initiative, with lot of intent to help the community, the larger community. So when did you actually start Gift of Life USA?
We started in, the formal organization was launched in 2006. And last year we did our first launching gala in last April. That was not 2006, I'm sorry, 2016.
Ah, yeah.
And last year in 2017. So the organization was launched in 2016.
Mhm.
We did our first gala last year in 2017. And there is something very special about the gala. And we have one that is on April 15, 2018 as well. And what makes it different is that all of the people, we try to bring in all of the people that we support through the year. They come and they perform at the gala.
Sure. Mhm.
So at our
So
first
differently
gala,
able people.
yes, all the differently able people. At our last year's gala, we had a whole group of blind people, blind singers, blind musicians, blind dancers.
Wow.
They performed at the gala.
Mhm.
We had a speaker who is on the spectrum of autism. He couldn't even talk up until he was 4, and now he has spoken at over 700 events.
Wow.
He has his own TV talk show, and he has also assisted in Hollywood movies.
Nice.
So,
And he goes and speaks about the condition, or
Yes.
he gives generally?
no, he goes and speaks about his journey with autism. Very, very inspiring. At last year's gala, after the gala, we had so much of positive feedback. He's carrying macro. And we had so much of feedback about him
Mhm.
that he's again going to be at our gala this year as well.
Very
Because he talks true facts about autism, and he also supports students who want, with autism, who want to attain scholarships and everything.
Okay.
So,
As we speak, it's April 5th of 2018. The gala is coming up on April 15th, but by the time you watch this show, it might be after the gala. So tell us a little bit about who are all the people who are performing and what the gala is aiming to achieve.
absolutely. And before we dive into the gala, I want to talk a little bit about the background
Mhm.
of the programs that we do.
Sure.
And that will be a good segue into the gala, because both the things are correlated. So the programs that we do is support a child, where we go ahead and identify, we go to individual families.
Okay.
We identify people with this kind of conditions who would really need and use our help.
How do you know they have a child that needs help?
Well, that is through internal network. We
Okay.
have our own marketing team, we do our
There
own
you go. So
research.
you have your outreach volunteers who
Yes.
come and tell you.
Yeah, who go out, nobody comes and tells you. You have to go. We go out to the school districts. We go out to other organizations.
Mhm.
We go out to some special schools and some special, activities, classes and everything in there. And we identify the individuals from there. And yes, of course, from internal network also, like friends, families and all that as well. And we identify, and then we go ahead and identify people who really could use our help and who really could use it and who really need it. And we go ahead and help a child. Our Support a Child program goes ahead and identifies. Last year we did a bowling night fundraiser for a 7-year-old who was diagnosed with brain tumor,
Mhm.
and he has been successfully operated here in the United States, successfully operated, doing extremely well, and now he can actually speak some mumbled words and everything. It went through a lot. 7-year-old is like, Then we also go ahead and have programs where we do education and awareness, like our mental health seminars. We also do talent promotion. Like I said, at our gala, we have all of these performers or special needs. We also go ahead and work with the local school districts, where we go ahead and reach out to the schools. Last year, we actually funded a program with the local school district, a summer camp, where there was computer classes being taught to special needs girls for free. So we funded that program as well. And we also do, a lot of encouragement to our special needs entrepreneurs. You'll be very surprised to hear there are people who are special with Down syndrome. They're having their own business.
Nice.
And they're employing other people who are with special needs.
Wow. And they've done that on their own initiative.
They have done that
decided to
on
be
their-
entrepreneurs.
They decided to be entrepreneurs. Their families, friends, everybody supported them, and they went into that segue, and they are now, and they are at a point where they are donating to other organizations. Can you believe that?
Terrific.
And they're
And
also employing people with special needs.
Terrific. And you found them, how did you identify these people? How did you get to know them?
Yeah, you have, we go ahead and have our programs, and obviously as you grow as an organization, the word of mouth spreads, and we did a lot of, I have to give a big thank you to media like you. Like, you guys are absolutely amazing and wonderful in going ahead and helping us spread the word. We have reached out to several television sets. People have reached out to us, just like eBOX. eBOX is one of the best TV channels that has worked very well with us. Not only on the TV, on the social media as well. And I would definitely recommend everybody to watch eBOX regularly, because they are for the community. They're not just entertainment, they're for the community. So we want you to encourage, and this is where most of our word spreads. And people like you go ahead and help us spread the word as well. And there are many other television channels, other social media channels, other newspapers even that have helped us. Our sponsors or supporters have helped us as well.
Terrific. Thanks for the plug, Flora. By the way, it was really nice. Sultans of Society is the only social entrepreneur and community champions program, and you won't find it anywhere else except on eBOX television. So, continuing the conversation with Flora Parekh, who's the founder and president of Gift of Life USA, a 501c3 organization for special need children and adults.
Yes.
So, you told us about the organization. In 2 short years, you've really grown the organization to a level where it's so visible. A lot of people have heard about it. A lot of people have come forward to support and help, and you reached out to so many people who actually need that kind of support, who are in the special needs category. So. It's a great achievement in a very short span.
It's a journey.
Where do you plan to take it, and what's the plan for the next 3, 5, 7, 10 years?
Yes. So we obviously, charity begins at home. So we expanded ourselves within New York and also the tri-state area as well. This year, by the end of this year, we are launching some chapters outside of New York. We are going regional.
Okay, so you're expanding with regional chapters.
Yes, regional chapters. So we did the Northeast region. We
Okay.
started with New York, and now we are going to expand the Northeast region. But at the same time, we are going to start another chapter in the Southeast region. So we are looking at Florida, and that chapter will be started before the end of the year.
Okay.
And we want that to be our hub in the Southeast Central region. So we are going ahead and expanding our network as well, so they can expand in the Southeast regions, and we can do here our. So both the regions, they expand, simultaneously, and eventually we reach out to the other regions as well.
Okay. So you mentioned that one of the ways you manage to spread the word is also by partnering with other organizations. What type of organizations? You don't have to name them, but what type of organizations are we talking about?
So we basically, whatever programs we do, like for example, we do our mental health seminars. So rather than going ahead and doing each and every program by our own selves, we kind of join hands with somebody who has likewise interest and like-minded interest, and we go ahead and we actually partnered with somebody last year also, and we did it together. When we identified the pageant, like we were talking about the gala, and I would like to talk a little bit about the upcoming the gala on April, which is coming up in April 15, 2018 as well. In that also, the individuals that we identified for special needs, the entrepreneurs that we are talking about, we awarded them with the Gift of Life USA Achievement Award at another event.
Oh, okay.
So we met them, they approached us and they said, we have these individuals, will you like to work with us? And we said yes. And we went ahead and approached them, and we found them, and now they are becoming a part of our community also. So we are like a whole big family. So it like one thing leads into another, and we partnered, we identified, we worked together. They have been working with us, and we have been helping them as well.
Beautiful. So I've seen several different organizations. So obviously Gift of Life is very unique in what it does. But I'd like our viewers to hear it from you. What is unique about Gift of Life USA?
And that's an amazing question. What makes us different is all of the performers at our gala,
Mhm.
all of the people who we support through the year, we try to bring all, if not all, most of them to go ahead and perform, as well as go ahead and have them in front of the people, the sponsors, the supporters, and the community, so that people can visualize and people can see what exactly are they supporting. So at our gala on April 15th,
Mhm.
we have Rachel Barcelona. She is Miss Southeast International and Miss US Ambassador for 2018.
Mhm.
She has been identified with 3 mental disorders.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's autism, Asperger's, and epilepsy. Rachel wants to pursue
With
her
all of that, she became Miss South.
Yes,
South.
Miss Southeast International, and
Whoa.
yeah, with all of that.
Very
She
good.
actually was the top model at the New York Fashion Show that recently happened in New York City.
And what's her line of profession? She's a
She
model.
is extremely beautiful,
Okay.
and she is a very good singer. So she makes her money out of, and she makes a living out of that as well.
Okay.
But at the same time, she helps the community and she helps all of these special needs organizations through her talent. And
Beautiful.
she sang at Madison Square Garden.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
She's a blessed soul.
yeah, a blessed soul. And she's going to be singing at the gala. She's performing opera.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Terrific. Yeah, we look forward to seeing her. perform.
Absolutely. And you know, there is another band that is coming in.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of a special needs band where everybody on the band is like special needs? This band, and they are in New York,
Mhm.
and everybody on the band is
There is a
special
band
needs.
that exists which is
Yeah.
comprised of completely special needs performers.
Special needs. They're the free drum players,
Uh-huh.
and they're going to be performing at the event.
Okay.
Now, what is special about the gala, and what is special about Gift of Life USA? This band that is coming in, they are the first band in world history that have been identified to perform at an international championship.
Mm-hmm.
They will be competing against 19 other bands, and none of them are special needs. They are the
Except
only
this
special needs band. So we are bringing them at the show,
That is unique. of
and
course.
they are performing at the show, so people can see who they are supporting. We are supporting them to go for world championship. We are supporting Rachel for her higher education because she's autistic, and we want to support college going students. That's our theme for this year, that we want to support as many students for higher education as possible, and Rachel is one of them. And that is what we want to bring to the community, that here is a girl. It's not some hypothetical figure who you're donating
It's a
for.
real
Here is a
person.
person. It's a real, this is a person. We are bringing them in the gala, and that's what makes us unique.
Beautiful. And who are all the other performers at the gala or speakers? And all
The entrepreneurs that I was talking about, there are 2 entrepreneurs who have been identified with Down syndrome.
Mhm.
These are all official diagnoses, by the
Sure.
way. And one of them is John Cronin. He's running his own socks business. It's called John's Crazy Socks. Yeah.
that? Okay.
And John has been doing a wonderful job within, I think he's a year and a half. He has taken his business to a level where he is now going ahead and donating to other special needs concepts like the Olympics and all that.
Oh,
So John is doing really well in his business.
beautiful. Mm.
John is coming in. We actually awarded him with the Gift of Life USA Achievement Award at another event.
And is he
Now,
local?
It's local on the island.
Okay.
And Brittany, she is also coming in. Brittany Siobhan, she is also a special needs entrepreneur. She's also diagnosed with Down syndrome. Brittany helps small kids with gift baskets who are born with Down syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And that's her business, and she's employing other people who are into that mental conditions as well. And speaking about the speakers and the performers, we actually have Carrie Magro, who is coming back again this year.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie is a speaker who has been diagnosed with, who has been on the autism spectrum, and now he's a renowned speaker at over 700 events. And Carrie has been phenomenal at our last gala as well.
Mm.
He's the author of a couple of books. He has his own TV talk show. He talks about, you have to listen to
Yeah,
his life journey, the way
yeah.
he started.
I mean, even if he doesn't have to be a motivational speaker, just the fact that he comes and speaks and that itself kind of inspires
That
and
in
motivates
itself.
other people.
Yes.
Terrific. So this is a great lineup you have, and I wish you the best for the gala to be a super duper hit and success, and you achieve whatever goals you want to achieve in terms of collecting donations and spreading the word and getting more people aware of this and identifying people who need help. So all of those aspects that the gala is looking to achieve, I'm hoping that you hit all of that and get more than what you look for.
Exactly. It's a two-way street to expand. We are getting a tremendous response from people who are in need for help, and we are also getting response from people who do want to help. And we are connecting the dots and bringing them together. So if anybody is interested in learning more about the organization, please visit our website. It's www.giftoflifeus.org. We are also on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. It's called Gift of Life USA. Search for us and you will find us there. And whether you are somebody who has the resources or who are in need of resources or who can help in any way or who can partner in any way or who are looking for help, either ways, reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to see how we can work together.
That's a great message, Flora. You're not only the founder and president, but you're also the chief marketing officer and chief public relations officer for Gift of Life. Today my job was so easy because I didn't have to talk much. She had everything. So this is beautiful. You obviously spoken about it so much that it just naturally flows. And you're so passionate about what you do, and that shows. That really comes through very clearly.
Thank you. And that's where TV channels like eBOX helps us. So eBOX TV, thank you once again, and thank you viewers for having us here. Please do visit us on our website, see what we do, and see how you can support or how you can work with us as well. That's the message I would like to give to all.
Beautiful message. Gift of Life USA. I'll repeat the website one more time. It's giftoflifeus.org.
Correct.
And they can find any and every information they may be looking for, and if they have questions they can reach out to you. Your contact information is on the website.
It's on the website as well. It's very easy. It's info@giftoflifeus.org.
Okay.
And it comes out to one of our team members as well, and it reaches to me if you want to talk, if you want to meet us, if you want to see what we do, and if you hear about this before our gala, please do come to our gala or look up our website for our upcoming events as well, and there is a perfect opportunity to network.
Beautiful. And how fast are you moving towards setting up all the regional chapters? You said Florida is the first one that's coming up?
Yes, Florida is the one which is, we're setting up the regions. So, like the Northeast region will develop by itself.
Okay.
The Southeast region will start from Florida, but then the region will expand the other areas in the Southeast.
Okay.
And then once that is done, once we have our feet on the ground over there, then at that point we will go to the other regions as well. So, like you said, in the next 5 years, we definitely want to go ahead and spread out at least the awareness that we are here to help out in as many organizations and as many regions as possible.
No, I'm positive that when people watch this and they have a person within their ecosystem, right? It could be in their family or their extended family or friends circle or in the school that the child goes to. They may have identified a person who's either has Down syndrome or autistic or whatever, and they may want to reach out to the organization. So the moment people start watching it in different geographies, they're going to reach out to the closest regional chapter.
Absolutely. And you hit a very good point. Sometimes people, they have this little bit of a stigma. They cannot even talk about things within their own families. So that is where we raise our hands and say, you know what, come to us, we'll give you the resources, we will be your ear. Sometimes you just need an ear, sometimes you just need a shoulder. We will be here, we are here, we have the resources, we'll be happy to go ahead and, kind of work with you and listen to what you have. And then, things that you cannot share with somebody internally, definitely let's work together and see how we can help you out with everything, So, that in that way also it is very beneficial to people.
That's a great point you made, and I just wanted to make sure we repeat that. Basically, it's one thing for the special needs person by themselves, but for the parent or the spouse, living with that person day in and day out is, there's a lot of extra work. They have to be a super mom or a super spouse to manage that individual. So they also require support, correct?
they are the people who require the most support, because you know, a mom, she is, when she's with the child, or a dad who is with the child, they have nowhere to go. Either they have to go to places where they can take the child, or they have to be there all the time, you know. And the biggest dilemma is, what the parents have is, when the child starts growing older in age, when they grow towards adolescence, at that point the parents really start worrying that we are here today, so what happens to our children once, you know, we are not with them, or what is the support system and everything in there. So we are also trying to build some network around it, trying to, you know, identify certain resources and everything to see if we can help in any way, you know, these kind of things, because the day-to-day issues that these parents face, those, and I really have to salute those parents and those family members who are with these children and everything, because it requires a lot of love, patience and effort to do this. So,
Beautiful.
you know.
Flora, you're doing God's work. I'm really, really glad we came here today and spoke with you. Good luck with everything that Gift of Life USA is going to be doing. And kudos to you for initiating this and starting this kind of an organization. Thank you so much for being on eBOX TV.
Thank you, and thank you eBOX TV for giving us the opportunity to be here. Once again, our website is www.giftoflifeus.org. Stay connected.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you.